Today I'm going to walk you through how to install the Ring Video Doorbell Pro in 10 steps, and I'm going to do it in just 20 seconds. Ready, go! Step 1, test your Wi-Fi. Step 2, download the Ring app. Step 3, select set up a device in the app. Step 4, enter your address and name your doorbell. Step 5, turn off power of the circuit breaker. Step 6, remove the old doorbell. Step 7, install the new doorbell. Step 8, install the Pro Power Kit. Step 9, enter your Wi-Fi info. And Step 10, attach the faceplate and turn power back on at the circuit breaker. Woo! Did you get all that? Don't worry, we're gonna go again and slow it way down so you can see every step. But first, why do you want a video doorbell? A standard doorbell lets you know when someone's at the door, but camera-equipped models like this $249 Ring Video Doorbell Pro help you see who's there, even when you aren't home. Before we dive into the step-by-step, make sure to check with a professional electrician if you have any questions about your particular home setup. Yup. All right, let's dive into the step-by-step, but this time, let's go into a little more detail. First up, grab your phone, head to the spot where you plan to install your doorbell, and take a network speed test. The Ring Video Doorbell Pro is only as strong as the connection of the Wi-Fi where you plan to install it. So if you do notice that your Wi-Fi is a little sluggish, you can either upgrade your router or invest in a Wi-Fi range extender. Do a quick Google search of network speed test on your phone and click Run Speed Test. Ring suggests making sure your upload and download speeds are at least 2 megabits per second to get the best performance out of this doorbell. And it's way better to check your Wi-Fi connection before you remove your old doorbell and start drilling new holes. If you don't already have Ring products, download the Ring app and create an account. If you already have an account, you can pause this video while you log in. I'll still be right here. Click on Set up a device on the home screen and then select Doorbells from the list of Ring devices. After that, the app will prompt you to scan the QR code on the side of the doorbell. If you can't find the QR code on your doorbell, or if it isn't working for some reason, select Set up without scanning and follow the steps to continue the installation. The app will ask you for your address or to confirm it if you already have an account. Ring claims it needs this information for some of the features to work correctly. More on that later. Next, you need to name your doorbell. The Ring app pre-populates some common choices like front door or garage, but you can also make your own if you click on Custom at the bottom of the list. Now it's time for the actual doorbell installation, and the first step, as always, is to turn off power to your doorbell at the circuit breaker. This step should be as simple as flipping a switch, but again, ask an electrician if you have any questions. The next step is to remove your existing doorbell. So I've already detached the screws from the doorbell that connect it to this wall mount here, so that's really easy. Then you just want to pull out the doorbell and show the exposed wires. So loosen the screws, just grab a screwdriver, whatever you have, and the wires really just pop off. And it's really that simple. You have successfully removed your doorbell, and now you can move on to the next step. So now that your old doorbell has been removed, the next thing to do is to line up your new doorbell to see if you need to drill any new holes. So I'm a little bit lucky here. My job's already done because we use this block mount to install all of the video doorbells at CNET tests. So we have a million different holes already, and fortunately this one and this one line up with this doorbell. So I'm good to go. So after that, the next thing you want to do is pull out these wires and connect them to the screws in the back. It doesn't actually matter which wire you connect to which port, as long as you connect them both and that they're really secure on there and they won't fall off, you're good to go. So we got the first one on there, it's secure. We're gonna move on to the next one. Just put that there, make sure it's on, and use the screwdriver to tighten that one. And it's really that simple. Then you just wanna feed the wires back in so they're not sticking out. Then you'll line up the doorbell with those holes that you drilled, or the ones that were already there in my case. And then you just use the screwdriver. In this case, I have, again, the one that Ring gave me. It works really well for this. And tighten until it's on there securely. So I'm gonna be screwing for a while. This is a little, I'm gonna be doing this for such a long time. So this part does take a minute. It may take a little bit of elbow grease. It's a little bit hard at certain angles to get the, why does everything seem like an innuendo? Still doing it. So I'm just connecting the last screw here, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next step. Your purchase includes this Pro Power Kit, which you need to connect to your internal doorbell chime to manage the power going to your doorbell. So the next step you want to do is remove the doorbell chime cover. You can just really stick it wherever, just somewhere handy where you can grab it again. Then you'll notice that there are 2 wires connected. If yours looks different or you have any questions, again, definitely consult a professional electrician or check the Ring manual. But I have these 2 standard wires, the front and the trans wire. So the next step is just to use the screwdriver that Ring includes, very handy, and unscrew the 2 ports. Definitely make sure that these wires are still secured in place because you will still need them. So you want to make sure that you're adding these new wires while keeping the original wires in place. So then grab one of these 2 wires from the Pro Power Kit. It doesn't actually matter which one it is. And connect it to the top port and screw it into place. Then you'll just do the exact same thing with the next one. It's actually really easy and you feel kind of accomplished because, hey, you've done electrical wiring. If this were a more, permanent installation, I were going to keep this doorbell here forever, I would use this adhesive backing here and just connect it somewhere so it's not flopping around. And then the final step is just to put the chime cover back on and secure it in place, and you're done. Next, join Ring's Wi-Fi network and then enter your own Wi-Fi credentials. The next step is to install one of the 4 removable face plates to the base plate. This is really easy. It just snaps into place. They come in silver, off-white, bronze, and black. And then the very last step is to install this security screw. So this just goes underneath. It might be a little hard for you all to see, but this makes it a lot less likely for someone to steal it because they'd have to know that this was here and then unscrew it and then remove the doorbell. So just tighten that really well. This might take a second, but no worries. And then you're good. Lastly, make sure to turn the power back on at your circuit breaker. It's worth noting that Ring partners with about 700 police departments in the United States, and that gives customers the option to actually share their Ring footage with law enforcement in an effort to help solve crimes. And privacy advocates have spoken out about this, expressing their concerns, and if you're concerned as well, be sure to check the link in the description box below to learn more.
I hope this showed you just how easy it is to install a smart doorbell, even one that requires a bit of electrical wiring. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to How to Do It All, CNET's YouTube channel dedicated to all things how-to.